Hey guys, it's July the 7th. I just wanted to show this morning, it's like 6:30. I'm being heavily stalked by city police and sheriffs. Like my head, like the top of my head has been cooked pretty much in the center. Like it feels like my upper spine and my head have been cooked. I'm sorry, I don't have much funny this morning. And I woke up, like I definitely have people above me. They're pouring stuff in to my pipes, and they have something. I heard them lay something down on their floor, and this huge electrical sound started up. They were kicking up some machinery, like starting it up, and then I just felt this like humming, this large humming sound that didn't feel like it was immediately hurting my body, but it just felt like it was cooking my insides, and it was like a humming sound right above me. So I know I have people right above me now. It's like a definite thing. I'm gonna have to go knock on their door and just be like, "Hey, am I making too much noise?" and look them in the eye, kind of see who's up there, what murderers are up there. It's pretty serious for me. It's getting to such a serious point that I don't know, like I want to still make videos, but it's so serious. This guy is really cooking me alive. They've got a group of people in V2K just feeding off each other, and they're like, yeah, let's kill him. This guy's not a good guy, and they're just cooking my spine and my brain, like while I'm asleep, and I wake up like in just the worst mood that I've ever been in my whole life. So like I'm making these videos now, but I'm kind of like I'm kind of pondering whether or not I should tell you guys that I'm just taking time off, because it's just getting so serious. I mean, I wouldn't be, and there's another police right there. I'm being heavily caravaned by the police. They're murdering me really badly. I mean, they're funneling poison down into my mom's condo, and then they're just sitting on top of me. Whoever's on top is just, they've got something that's like a big humming. It sounds like a generator that's just humming stuff like over my whole body, and it doesn't feel like it immediately hurts me like one of the beams or like the high-pitched sound. It's just a humming sound, and it just feels like I'm being cooked like in an oven. So there are definitely people above me. They're definitely just murderers quietly up there. I woke up and I started just throwing things at the ceiling. Just throwing things at the ceiling where they could hear, and I was saying, "Get out, rats! Get out, rats!" And, they were just really, really quiet, because they're cowards and stuff like that. I'm hoping I can poke a stick at them, like go upstairs and, just be real nice, just, "Hey, how you doing?" Just so I can see who the murderers are. And there's another. I mean, they're just caravanning me hardcore. Because what they're doing is they're like really, really murdering me. Really cooking my spine and my brain, and then they're taking, like, they don't even know if they're going to get a reaction, but they know that they're really murdering me. Like, I look really terrible. Like, I look bad. Like, my eyes are just like constricted. I mean, it's really very serious. It's like a really serious point now, where there are police on every street, and then they're cooking me at night, and then EMS workers will come by and stuff like that. So I don't know if my videos are going to be helpful right now, because it's such a serious state of like being attacked, where they're murdering me and trying to false flag me like heavily, like really, really heavily now. So I don't know. I was going to get a little bit of vehicular stalking this morning. It's just been like just 2 sheriffs or 2 city cops just on every street. Usually when they hurt me really bad, and I guess they know they're hurting me really bad because they're taking a look at my body and stuff like that after they mutilate and rape it at night. And then they send out the cops. Like, and I guess they must lie to them, or the cops know. Starting to think the police know about this microwaving. Like, they know citizens are being microwaved, and they're patrolling them while they're being microwaved to make sure they don't do anything, or just to watch as they do stuff. I'm not going to do anything crazy, but like it's just to a point where it's murder. I mean, they have military equipment. It's right above me, and they're remotely hitting me too. The person was there, like, when I got there, but, you know, I think y'all may know this feeling. Like, I didn't want to admit it, because, like, I'm trying to kind of live on the level of what people are saying. This is too crazy and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, they're hitting me remotely, and, you know, I hear somebody pouring something in the pipes upstairs. I hear them setting stuff down. I mean, they like at 5:30, like 3 in the morning, they were setting things up and like moving things around, and then I'd hear this huge a huge humming sound. It covers my whole body, and it doesn't like hurt, like it's not like a beam hitting me or anything, but then I just feel my whole body being cooked, like my head, my spine, like all my insides, like right through my back. So it must be some kind of like, they must be spreading the microwave frequency all over my body to where it doesn't hurt at the point where it's going in, but it just like slowly cooks me, like kind of like a Thanksgiving turkey, while I'm just laying there asleep. So it's just gotten to such a satanic point. I don't know how useful I'm going to be on these videos until I don't know. I guess I kind of want to keep doing them and just keep showing what's happening to me, because it's so terrible. I'll probably end up doing that, but I can't think. Like, they have damaged my brain. You know, they're hitting it in the middle part of it, I guess, to divide the two sides of the brain or whatever. I've studied that, how they'll microwave the top, like right in the center of your brain, to kind of make sure the two hemispheres aren't working really good together. And that's a way they use these microwave weapons. You know, they're really doing that to me now. I can't smell anything in my apartment, but whatever they're pouring in, they seem to do this at every place that I'm at, and I just hear it at this place. Like the other place, they did it, and my toilets will start slowly getting harder and harder to flush, like without anything in them, like no toilet paper, or I haven't used the bathroom or anything. Like the toilets like flush really slowly. So whatever they're putting in is almost like, I guess, some kind of thing that solidifies or turns into a gel inside the pipes, and I guess it may be a slow-acting poison, or it could just be messing up the toilets. But even if it's not a poison, they have equipment like upstairs that is just, it's right by me again. And the guy at the townhouse, there's a black guy who lived right next to me, and he was like going out at the same time as me and everything. I didn't think he had weapons, but I mean, they left at the same time as we left. You know, it was a lot worse there. And so they just whoever's by you, it appears that they can get them to murder satanically. It's really, really serious. Like, you know, I want to get on my videos and be hopeful and jovial. I do think this is like, you know, it's exacerbating to such a point that there has to be some kind of, it must be stopping soon. Like, because they're really murdering me, and they're in a group on the V2K, just egging each other on. Like, you know, he's the bad guy, while they're cooking my spine, because they're just getting away with it. These people operate on, if they get away with it, they'll do worse. So it's a problem that all these stalkers just keep getting away with it, because they just have no morals. You know, they're satanic pedophiles. You know, and then the police and stuff like that, like when I'm hurt, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not even reacting in any way they could see. I'll get caravaned by the police so much more hardcore, you know, after I'm really hurt, like after a night of severe torture and rape. The police will just be down every street, and there's a one light, white truck right there. I'm gonna try and get as much vehicular stalking, but I mean, it's just to a point where I'm not a guy who scares easily, but these are Satanists. Like, they're Nazi rats. Like, they'll just get up beside you in the shadows. You know, they'll hurt your family. They'll just sit quietly all the time. They can sit in a room and just turn weapons on you while you sleep, and just kind of cook your body, because they're complete. I don't know if there's demon possession involved. Like, I do question a lot of those things. If there's something we don't know, because this kind of sociopathism, like, even my neurologist way back when, and I'm gonna have to get an appointment. It's getting so serious. I know I have brain injuries from this. I wake up and it's like the whole top of my head feels like all the nerves have been frayed and burned, and the inside feels like a huge migraine. And then I have like sharp pains on the side of my head. So they're not, and there's a one-light car. I'm going to see a lot of them probably this morning because they hurt me really bad. It has nothing to do, like, I'm not reacting in any way or anything like that. So it has nothing to do with that. It seems to go along with how much they've hurt me, that these people will start crawling around me. I guess it's a coward's code. It's kind of like whenever you're hurt, they'll start really puffing out their chests and really getting around you. At the racetrack, I had a guy with a camouflage hat, and he drove up to me in a car, and he's just acting like he just looking at me like all happy, and he just doesn't know anything. Like, these people know nothing. They're like supporting murderers, supporting vicious pedophilic murderers. These people are Satan worshipers. They're a new form of Satanism in our world. This is kind of why I don't want to make a video, because it's so serious. These people, they want to make it this serious so that I get on the video and I say really bad things like this, but I really mean it. These people have something it's more wrong than just like being bullies or something like that. They're sick, murdering pedophiles, like sicko, like they don't care what they do. So like I fear for this guy's family. I fear for everybody around him. I especially fear for my family. Like, I can't go because they're going to be in imminent danger from this group of pedophilic Satanists. Like, if I am, if I'm taken out. So I've really got to fight here, and there's a one-light white van coming up. Like, I'm getting to the point, guys. And I've been at this point for a long time, so I'm not getting here. I don't care what anybody thinks. I want to face these people however I have to. I think peaceful ways are better. But I really want to get this guy. Like, I want to get him in jail, or, on death row, wherever he needs to be. Because he's a murderer and a rapist. I'm just not sure what else he's done in his life. And that's kind of why I don't want to make this. I'm very, very angry. These people, they're murderers. Like, the whole night, just the V2K, they can just do this forever. And on the V2K, they're just like, he's a bad guy, while they're cooking my spine, like while they're cooking my brain. Like, I'm away from my family, so my family doesn't know I'm being murdered. And these people are just like, he's not a good person. Look, and just every thought that I think, they're like, look, we gotta murder him. Like, they're crazy, crazy. Like, the most crazy that this earth has ever seen. And it's just, the police are working with them without knowing, or you're just being used, or they know that people are being microwaved. I have no clue. I just have no clue anymore. The way that it works on me, the cops would have to know something very personal about all this. I mean, they'd have to know the secret surveillance that's on me. They would have to know about that to be organized in this kind of caravanning, like just right after a night of me being hurt really bad. They would have to know something. They would have to be in on the like the electronic surveillance. It's not just my camera phone or anything like that. They would have to be aware of the microwaving. So it's very sad for me. Like, I've tried to hold off on this realization as long as possible, but the cops are corrupt. They're corrupt, and a lot of these guys doing this to us, microwaving us. Like, my guy's ex-Army. He's definitely a Mason. He's definitely ex-Army. He's definitely a Mason. He's definitely those two things. And he has a totally different set of morals than I've ever been acquainted with on this earth. Like, he does not care